the scenes there, we were talking about beer and pizza, so that's why that was first.
Ah. I mean, I had wondered, But yes, so you got to talk to Ed Greenwood.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was one of those things where they tell you, and I even mentioned this in the there towards the end of it, that they say you're never supposed to meet your heroes. And I mean, not that he has done anything like heroic, in terms of like saving lives or putting out wildfire. I mean, who knows? Maybe he has, but uh, he was not an ass. He was a genuinely good guy. Um, he was open to talking about pretty much anything, and I don't know. It was just a fun time was had by all. I think.
Definitely. I know I didn't talk much through most of it, but yeah, I had a absolute ball listening to him. And like, he genuinely seemed basically exactly the same as you'd get when he does his videos as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, just excited to talk about the Forgotten Realms.
yeah, yeah.
And
Which is
the
really,
history of
if
things.
you think about it, like if you've worked at a place for 50 years,
Mm.
okay, at a certain point, you're just gonna get burned out on talking about it. But he's not that. I mean, it's this is a love creation, and like what I talked to him about last night was, hey, he created this thing, and I kind of alluded to, like J.K. Rowling, for example, with Harry Potter.
Mm.
She didn't want. I think Hasbro or WotC actually approached her about doing a tabletop role playing game based on the Harry Potter books,
Mm.
or that the wizarding universe.
Mm.
And she said, no, absolutely not. I don't want people going in and putting words into my characters' mouths. Okay. Um, same thing with Ice and Fire. They attempted to make a role playing game based on that.
Mm.
The George R. R. Martin books,
Yeah, yeah.
and but the big difference here is with Ed. I mean, he created this thing when he was like 5 years old as a playground for his characters.
Mm.
Then decided, with TSR to push it out there as a setting, campaign setting, and he doesn't care what anybody does with it. It's like, here, I'm just giving you the tools. You put the bones on it. I'm giving you the bones. You put the meat on it.
Mm.
It's like, that's awesome.
Yeah, I still think it's crazy that part of his agreement in selling it was that he's still allowed to create for it on his own.
Mm-hmm.
And if TSR Wizards put something out that contradicts it, okay, well, their stuff, quote unquote, wins.
Yeah.
They get to do with it what they want.
Yeah.
But if they haven't touched it, anything he puts out is, quote unquote, official.
Right. Right. And that's the fun part is, so you've got two groups of people, right? You've got the people that are going to buy all the D&D stuff from Wizards just because, because that's what they like. Then you have the people that are going to buy also Ed stuff. But regardless of what that agreement is, anything, at least at my table, anything that Ed has direct involvement in and puts out, that's going to trump anything that WotC puts out. And Ed's stuff is going to automatically be canon, sight unseen. I don't care what it is. If he says that suddenly Elminster is a drow, guess what? That's what's happened at my table.
No, and
even if WotC says no, Elminster's a dwarf. No, that's not what Ed says.
Right, but also the fact that for all intents and purposes, WotC has continued the agreement, I think is really interesting. But yeah, I wouldn't have any issues with that. I am curious though, because I know I wasn't able to be there very long last night, but he did say that he's working with this other crew to put these books out.
The Dalelands, yeah.
Yeah. And so I wonder how that works, because like if it's because he's put his name on it, that will count.
So yeah, I mean, his name is going to be put on it, but of course, other people are helping to contribute to it and write to it. But it's all being done under the Wizards, the SRD licensing, and so therefore they're able to put it out onto DM's Guild. They're just following what those specific WotC guidelines are. So
Okay.
basically, it would be the same thing. I mean, me, you, and Seraphis could do the exact same thing. We could decide, what? We're going to do something that's all about Waterdeep. But as long as we stick to, what the established rules are, guidelines are, we can do
Okay.
that.
I for some reason my brain was under the assumption that like the WotC campaign settings weren't included in that. But then that also doesn't make sense because they've done Eberron books and
Yeah.
okay. I'm just dumb. That's all it is.
But no. But see, I don't know. You may have a point there, because with the Eberron stuff, Keith Baker is directly involved. Same thing with Dragonlance. Most of the items that you see are on Drive-Thru or DM's Guild pertaining to Dragonlance have Hickman and or Weiss attached to it as well. So I don't know if that's a caveat. I'll have to research that.
I don't know. Regardless, he's forever years old and still just like, ha, look at my thing. that was great.
Yeah. 66. That's what I think he said he was 66 years old.
That's it?
I know. Yeah.
And the other 1,000.
Yeah. And the other 1,000.
Wizard beard. My God.
No kidding.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun, and like I said, I'm pleased as punch, and I'm hoping that I'm working on getting a collection of more topics together for a future meeting. So, and then at that point, that's when I'll start having additional panel folks come in. You, Seraphis, y'all will be my number one go-tos.
No crap. No, it's
I put a big giant poster note on the side of my screen saying, "Don't say cunt."
You know what? Honestly, he probably wouldn't care. No, I mean, we talked for about 30 minutes before we went live. I had mentioned that in my email to him that hey, this link, just kind of like what I put in my thing in the Discord, is that, hey, this link is going to be live and active, but I may or may not be in because I'll be doing things in the background. And 30 minutes. I mean, I had it going up for an hour prior to moving some pictures over, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And 30 minutes before airtime, I see this other face pop up, and he's like, I'm like, oh, okay, let's just do this. I'm going to stop everything. And so, yeah. Yeah, no, it was great. It was great. I had a blast, and definitely looking forward to the next. I'm also going to have the two key people that are putting the Dalelands to get the 4 new books out there, Realmsbound books together, Eric and Savannah. I'm going to have them on in a couple of weeks. And,
awesome.
Yeah, so that should be cool. I'm hoping to get some little inside scoop information about the Dalelands.
Yeah, I agree with Ed. I'd like to see like I mean, he listed off a whole bunch, but I'd like to see a Neverwinter supplement.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done, what is it? 2 Neverwinter Nights, and then the other, like the MMO version.
Yeah.
3 Baldur's Gates.
What was the Neverwinter Nights where you could go in and like build your own stuff?
That was Neverwinter Nights 1.
Was it the first one? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember building one that it was a town, and then when you entered this one particular area in the town, this was one that I created. It was a big bar, but it was a disco bar. And so, like, you could play with the lighting, and I had the lighting so that when you walk in, the lighting flickered all these different colors. And you could also import your own custom music. And I had a Pink song play when you walk in. I'm like, God, this is just the coolest thing. Of course, I wasn't thinking about copyright stuff at that point, but this is also just on my own computer. So,
yeah, like I've heard. I mean, I played it, never finished it, never did much with the level editor, but like I heard that people did all sorts of crazy things.
Oh, there were people that, they were recreating modules. I mean, just from the ground up, and it was cool.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, it was an early VTT.
Yeah.
So that I thought was cool.
I think they even used that initially to build the concepts of the levels and stuff for BioWare, that is, for Dragon Age.
Possibly.
Sure.
Which
I didn't care for that game.
But it has a TTRPG version now too, which is pretty good.
I bet that is a lot better. I don't know. For me, I think Dragon Age, the first video game of it, it was like, I want to play it. It looks cool. It sounds cool. But you had to sloth through like a 20-minute monologue or dialogue before you could push your first button to play. And I'm like, I'm already asleep and bored with it.
It definitely played on the idea that BioWare was good with narratives and storylines and things like that, which is true. But at the same time, I completely get where you're getting at.
Well, it was more like, I want to play the game. I want to get in and play the game. There's plenty of time for me to get immersed in the dialogue. Let me get in and see the game first. And I think, is that the one that starts off where I think the first mission that you do is you have to go like kill a few rats in a cellar or something, or in a kitchen?
That might be Dragon Age 2.
It might be.
I
don't recall.
In the original Dragon Age Origins, you get a choice of like 6 different beginnings, hence origins. And then like you're kind of thrust into the Blight, which is like a world-ending event that you then spend the whole game trying to stop. Good luck with that.
I have no idea.
But yeah, like the world's interesting. Well, the world was interesting. I mean, like, we've had dark fantasy settings before, like,
Yeah.
all of us can say Dark Sun, but like this had a interesting spin on the usual kind of tropes. Like, elves are long-lived. Not here. They live just as long as humans. Like, their lives are just as short and meaningless as ours. Dwarves don't dream and thus can't do magic. that's interesting. Like, the world had these interesting quirks and stuff to it, but I think that's what very much appeals me to the role-playing game, the tabletop role-playing game version of it. Because, like, so this is one of those times it would be really helpful to have Tori around, because she's also a nerd on this and we can go back and forth. I think it would be really cool to run a game of that with
Yeah.
6 people playing each of the origins, and then using the companions that you normally pick up in the game as henchmen for each of the characters. So you get to control the fate and whatnot of the companion that gets picked up. And the reason why I think that would be interesting was because, like, a mage, you like, one of the companions is a golem, and you think, oh, a mage would love a golem. But the dwarves created the golems, and one of the origins is a dwarven noble. In fact, the son of the late king. And so it's like, oh, that player would absolutely want to be the one in control of the golem. But it's like, how do you play that? How would the players react to that? But yeah,
It's I think that would be a heck of a lot of fun to dive into from a perspective of some folks at the table with 6 of them, you know that some folks at the table are already going to know some of those origins, but the other 6 are not. So it's going to be like, we kind of have a preconceived notion of where things should go. This group or these 3 characters or players are not going to have any clue whatsoever. So it's like a butting of heads almost, maybe, because it's like these 3 want it to go this particular way to mimic exactly what happened already. Whereas these 3 are like, I'm just doing because I don't know what else to do.
but that would be another fun point too, because in the
I
game,
know.
the
Yeah.
longer you take to do things, the more the darkspawn horde pushes through the country. And so essentially you've got to decide where you're going first, where you're going second, where you're going third, because after third, the only place to go is to the capital, because it's now going to be under siege. So you've got to space it out. And I would really like to see it, because, like, again, like you said, if you had 6 people, 3 of them have played the game, 3 of them haven't, you're going to have people who know that mechanic is there, and 3 people who won't have any idea and might just try to role play it the normal way, not knowing that every time you, like, set up into a area to do that adventure there, the horde moves up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, don't worry, we'll go back to this town here so that, you know, we can get those resources or help those people. Well, you finish up doing, like, the mage tower mission, come out and see, oh, that town is now engulfed by the horde shit.
Right.
Oh, those people are dead now. Oh, but they had that holy relic. Ah, crap. Yeah.
They'd been keeping the thing to destroy the evil bad guy. Damn it. I don't know anything about Dragon Age.
Aside from the fact that the latest installment was absolute piece of shit.
Yeah. That's you've mentioned that before. It's I don't know. I mean, it's good. It's good enough for me to not want to check it out. There was a new one. So evidently there was or there is a new one. There's a group of World of Warcraft employees, developers that came together and put a game out. Hold on, I'll open up Steam. It's because I just looked it up.
Mm-hmm.
Eldegard
Mm-hmm.
that looks really, really cool. It's $25, and I think it's a one-time fee. You just pay the $25 and that's it.
What was it called?
Eldegard, 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 I think.
Oh, I'm getting nothing. My Google search is very fucked. The first lot was trying to show me Skyrim stuff, and now I'm getting some anime or JRPG. I'm not sure. Fire Emblem. Yeah, I think I've got this wrong.
This is what I'm sharing it with you. This is what it looks like.
Oh, dear God. Let's try this again.
But I mean, it like just came out like 4 days ago. Now it's been in like a beta test for about a year. But, you know, I mean, you've got your different character classes. You're the warrior, hunter, priest, rogue, wizard, paladin. Graphics look really, really good.
Mm.
And but yeah, like I said, it's like $25. And of course they have different versions of it. Like you can get the red tier, gold tier. And I think those just come with additional bits of equipment or emojis. And I'm like, I don't give a shit about that. But I haven't quite pulled the plug on it or pulled the trigger on it yet. It does say that it's online PvP, online co-op, and then, of course, I think it's offline PvE.
Mm.
And I think that, okay, yeah, it's a third-person action PvPvE RPG featuring distinctive fantasy classes. Go on adventure solo or with friends to search for treasures, level up, defeat any who stand in your way. But I think that you can toggle the PvP portion off. I hate PvP. Don't like it.
Mm.
But you can, I think, travel with up to 3 or have a party of a total of 3. Yeah, you can embark solo or with up to 2 other in PvE expeditions. So I don't know. It might be kind of fun to you know, get together weekly or, you know, whatever, and, you know, have a few of us, well, I guess exactly 3 of us, play for a bit online. But anyway, it's just one that I've been looking at.
Here's one that, you know, kind of along the same lines. Have you guys heard of Everweave?
Sounds familiar.
Supposedly it's an AI D&D or RPG thing.
Play D&D with an AI.
Right, but it looks like I mean, I haven't. A friend of mine just sent it to me. He's like, "You should check this out on your channel." and I haven't gotten around to it. But basically, it's, you know, they seem to have things in the background, but I mean, obviously, it would be just like an old, I'm guessing an old text dungeon, but
Yeah.
more open.
Well, there's actually, I keep seeing, like, I play, on my phone. I've got a few different apps and games and stuff, and they're all, of course, ad driven, um, for games. And I'm a lot of times seeing like games that are all AI based. They're all AI built. Like there's one ad right now that has a woman. I don't know. It looks like she might be cooking dinner or something, and she's got a daughter in the foreground, and she takes this bucket of potatoes or something, dumps the water out, moves the barrel over to a countertop, and then her hands are completely empty, but as she's turning back towards the oven, it just magically appears in her hands, and she goes back to cooking something on the
Mm-hmm.
oven top. And I'm like, that's so clearly AI. I don't think I care anything about trying to play anything like that.
And I agree. Like for a lot of like especially if like they're animated. This, I'm curious if it's more just like a chat GPT kind of response thing.
Yeah.
That I think could be
Oh, I see
interesting.
what you're saying. Yeah. I gotcha.
But yeah, where if it's just like, oh, we're not hiring artists, we're not doing anything,
Right.
we're just running it all through AI. Because at least from what little I can see, um, you know, like they have a a free and a paid tier, or a couple of paid tiers, but like for the free one, like you get it says 30 message packs, which I'm guessing is like, you can type in 30 things a month. I would like to go to, you know, the nearby town.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you go to the town, and as you walk up, the guard says blah blah blah. Okay, I'm gonna attack the guard. Whatever it is, and so it looks like you get like just a limited number for a free tier, and then obviously pay and you get additional responses. But I don't know. I've been considering it just to like try it out on the free tier, but meh.
I finished Armored Core 6.
Hooray!
Yeah. I got it on Steam sometime around New Year's. And yeah. Oh no, December 24th. That's right. And yeah, finally finished all 3 endings. I think I like, well, the second ending that I did the best, because the other 2 seem very sus to me. Like, one's genocide, and the other one is potentially merging your consciousness with an energy-based life form who then may or may not be sending out all these mech pilots to take over other planets.
So in other words, also genocide.
Also potentially genocide, yes.
Also potentially.
And I'm just like, yeah, no. I think the one where just to let the planet, be independent was probably the best choice. Let the people who colonized their planet originally to like make it a home. It should be theirs. That's it. Go back before corporations ruined everything. An out of control government, colonial government, took over and pretty much. But I got some great weapons, including a macros cannon. I wasn't expecting a macros cannon. That was awesome.
That, you know what that would do?
What's that?
Make genocide way easier.
You know, it does. You know what else it does? Makes big fights against most enemies really easy too.
They're suddenly very short.
A lot shorter than they originally were. There's only like so far 2 boss fights. I haven't gone all the way through again since I got the coral rifle, but yeah, so far there's only been I think it's only been the RAD big claw machine that doesn't stun lock when I shoot it with the macros cannon. Everything else stops in its track, even if it's another AC jumping at me doing a melee strike. Just blasting them immediately drops them to the ground, and then you just re-aim it downwards and just keep blasting them until they're destroyed. It's funny as fuck.
Yeah, but is it really a macros cannon if they can survive it?
Well, here's the thing. If they take the whole like beam discharge for the whole duration, nothing survives it.
Okay, fine. But the way you described it, it sounded like some guy could like survive it. And I'm like, that's not very macros cannon.
Well, it's not a full macros cannon. This is like a 15-meter tall robot. You know, the macros was almost 1.5 kilometers long.
So you oversold it being a macros cannon, is what you're saying?
Oh, I don't think so. Since, you know, the creator and, you know, chief mechanical designer from Super Dimension Fortress Macros is one of the designers in the game.
I'm just saying, I was promised a macros cannon, and now you're talking about people surviving.
People survive shots from the macros cannon in
point blank range.
Macros? Well, no, I'm talking about ranged attacks here. At point blank range,
I'm talking about shooting one and trying to survive at point blank range.
Oh, yeah, no, nothing survives it. It may take the whole discharge, but nothing survives it. That's the difficult
Superman
part.
survive it?
Hmm?
Could Superman survive it?
In Palladium? No.
Good point.
Are we using the giga damage rules, or are we just sticking to mega damage?
No. According to the rules for the Macros role-playing game, the SDF-1 Macros main gun destroys everything in its path, according to the rules. Which means
I know
you can kill gods with it.
Which means it actually supersedes and goes above and beyond giga damage.
Yes. It destroys everything in its path. That's what the rules say.
There's an anthill over here. Break out the big gun.
And there's still 12 ants left.
Oh, damn, there must be Australian ants. Well, I hope you can recharge and fire that thing quick enough, because if not, the ants will industrialize.
By the way, Ed was saying, you know, of course, he talk about Australia. He's in Canada.
Yeah.
And they said that he had an Australian friend that was doing some writing, and it was a pain in the ass because they would have to write and send everything via snail mail. Of course, this is back in the early 70s.
Yeah.
And so that was one of the reasons why there was some slowdown in getting some content pushed out, because they had to wait between Canadian mail and Australian mail to get to the States before they could compile stuff. And if there was like an editing issue, at TSR, they made the executive decision just to do it in-house instead of reaching out to the actual author, which caused for some issues at certain points, because it was like, hey, so like, I know I wrote this stuff, but this sentence and this paragraph, that's not what I wrote. Well, we had a deadline and we couldn't get to you in time, so yeah, that was one of the things we talked about prior to.
And see, that I accept, right? It's a bitch, but I accept it because back then.
Yeah.
Nowadays, there's no fucking
Yeah, no,
excuse
nowadays
for that
it's not
shit.
like that. Yeah, it's not like that at all now.
Which means I do not know why the fucking Netflix Pacific Rim series could not get a single fucking Australian voice actor to do any voice in a show set in fucking Australia for 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all made up anyway, so does it matter?
So, yeah, they can go.
Now he's
fuck
laughing
themselves.
even harder.
Yeah, I know.
He's still laughing.
But like, this is what shits me off, right? Because we have whole
Expression.
what shits me off?
Yeah, that's a good expression.
Because we've got entire industries here that either slowly atrophy and die because there's no work, or actors move over to America so that they can get work, because American companies won't reach out to Australians or New Zealanders for work, and it's fucking bullshit. Or the one that pisses me right the fuck off is when I'm going to throw out hypotheticals here. Let's say a company, a publisher who makes, or who doesn't make, who, publishes massive games. Let's call them Fuckatronic Arts.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say this company is like, oh, look at this studio. They're making games, niche games, but they're making games that people around the world are selling out for because they love the concept. It's goofy and zany. Ooh. So they buy the company.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, hey, we want you to do this. And the company's like, counterpoint, laws in Australia say fuck no, so we're not working overtime unless you pay us fucking more.
Right.
And they're like, I get that. We're going to close down your studio now.
Yeah.
We've lost 6 major studios, gaming studios, developers in Australia. I personally knew one game designer and have known at least half a dozen more who have taken the big sleep over shit like this.
Jesus. So what would prevent them from the closed down studios from kind of going independent? I mean, is it just a lack of reach? Like,
It's having to rebuild everything that you lost.
yeah.
Because like when they buy the studio, well, obviously everything becomes theirs and they take everything. The old IPs become theirs now. You've got to start from the beginning. A lot of the time, people put a lot of love and passion into those old projects.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And your will can very much, speaking as an Australian, talking, as friends who were in that stuff. Like one guy I know who's in the D&D group, like he just works on mobile phones now because his soul was basically just crushed because of
Yeah, I get it. Well, okay.
that happened
So
twice to him.
this is one that I'm researching for a video, but I'll go ahead and share here because it's one that I find incredibly fascinating. Let me pull my note up real quick because I don't want to misquote anything from myself here. It is under that. So there is. If it'll open. Give me half a second. I'm just trying to get a few things open here. Okay. So share. Okay. So back in AD&D, the original book or the D&D books. Do you remember this particular?
Yes.
Okay. That's Americall the Chaotic.
Yep.
Okay. So that particular set or that particular scene is based off of this specific alleyway. Okay. It's the Road Street. It's the Street of the Knights in Rhodes, which is outside of Greece. So the individual, the artist that created that, his name is David A. Trampier. This is where I'm tying in what you're talking about to this. He did a lot of stuff. I mean, he did the cover of the Dungeon Masters or Player's Handbook, with the orange thing on the orange monster on the front with the the gem being picked out of the eye.
Oh, yep. Of the
that
Eidolon,
was him.
yeah.
Yep. Something happened at some point early on in TSR that he completely up and walked away. Just left, didn't want to have anything to do with them anymore. He would receive royalty checks. They would mail them out, and they would get returned unopened. He seemingly disappeared for years and then showed up. Somebody, it was a reporter for, I think, in Michigan or Ohio. Maybe it was Ohio. It was a school reporter for one of the local colleges. Happened to get into a cab and was interviewing the cab driver. And she wrote the article, and it turned out that that's who it was. It was David Trampier. He had just, I'm done writing for TSR. I'm now going to become a, cab driver. He passed away a few years back, but nobody really knows exactly what happened. There's some people in TSR that know, I'm sure. But if I had to guess, I'd say it was along the lines of what you were just saying, is that he got so disillusioned with contracts and the business side of things. And I think that's what is maddening to most people. Listen, man, at the end of the day, we just want to fucking create something good. And then you start throwing in the whole fucking business political side of things. I can't do it. And I think that's what a lot of people go through. They just want to create stuff.
Yeah.
And then you get people that started out as creators and then get advanced into positions of authority. Well, they don't know what the hell to do. You know, they can't make a good decision. Their decision lies in what color to paint so and so's robe. You know, that's the extent of the decision that they need to be making. But instead, they're making payroll decisions. They're making, hiring position decisions, and that's not what they need to be doing. Um,
So, like advancing an editor into being like the lead game designer.
exactly.
Don't know who I could be talking about there.
Right. No, you know exactly where I'm going with that, and I think that has been a major issue in modern gaming, not only in the tabletop role playing space, but also in the video game space. And yeah, I mean it's I don't know. I can't help but feel like in the situation where they closed down the entire Australian team, I can't help but feel that alternatives were there to prevent something like that from happening.
Can I give an unpopular opinion?
Run with it.
It's not as much EA's fault. I mean, yes, EA, pulled their shenanigans for effectively a business and an intellectual property that they owned at that point. The issue really comes with the fact that the owners of the studio, they sold out.
Yeah.
They could have been like, no, we've got our team. We're doing what we like. Yeah, we could make a lot more if we had EA's money behind us, but we want to keep our control. We want to keep our studio. We want to keep our team together.
Mm-hmm.
But they said, no, I want that bag, and cashed out.
Mm-hmm.
So did it destroy Australian studios? Sure. But it wasn't the Australian studios that did it. Or it wasn't EA that did it. It was the Australian studios
EA
that sold
just
out in the
threw it
first
out
place.
there. Yeah, no, I'll agree with you there. I mean, I think to an extent that's exactly how everything has gone down with Wizards of the Coast. Somebody there through the sale of WotC to Hasbro. I mean, Hasbro, I don't blame them. They're trying to increase their portfolio. Yeah, I get that. They threw money out there. Wizards took it. Somebody at that point in Wizards made a fat paycheck. And a lot of other people
it
lost
was
their job.
Peter Atkinson.
Yeah.
It wasn't somebody. It was the guy.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying is no. When I mean somebody, I mean like from a
whatever the
nameless entity
situation
standpoint.
is.
Yeah. Somebody made a lot of money, and a lot of other people suffered for it. Again, who knows where D&D would be had that not ever happened? Who knows where Magic the Gathering would be had that not ever happened? I mean, it's a situation that's like, for every one company that has been bought out, there's probably 100 companies that haven't been bought out that ultimately still ended up closing because
they couldn't make payroll.
Payroll, right?
I mean, at the end of the day, that's why they shut down.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Payroll.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation for sure.
I mean, yeah, actually, look at TSR.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they were collapsing, somebody made a bag. Probably the Williamsons.
Yeah. Well, and I think now there have been enough vocal people after the fact to realize that TSR was being run by a small core group of people that really didn't know how to run a business. They knew how to create games, but they didn't know the business side of it. And, through their own either political outlooks or business outlooks, it just started to crumble from within, And that's when Watsy was like, you want some cash for us to take your stuff? And again, somebody made money doing that.
Well, but the funny thing is, that hasn't changed.
I know.
You know, how many game stores open up because, oh, well, I like games. I could run a game store.
Yeah.
And you have zero business sense.
Yep.
I like to think that I have some business sense. I have a degree in business.
And you have enough business sense to know that you're not going to go open a game store.
Well, I still have the dreams occasionally, but
well, I do too. And I once had a game store. That's the thing is I did have a game store, and I did have a little bit of business sense. I didn't have enough. I'll be forthright and honest there. I didn't have enough business sense because I did get screwed because I made bad decisions, and I learned from it. But I also learned enough to know that, man, while I would love to open up a Game Masters 2.0, no.
Right.
No. I think, was it you and me that were talking on Discord about this exact topic a few days ago? Like, I don't want to work 80 hours a week again.
No.
Okay. I was talking to somebody about it, and that's basically it. I mean, I've been there. I know what it's like, and I just don't want to do that again. I don't want to deal with listen, I love talking shop. I love talking about D&D. I love talking about Magic the Gathering. But you can only hear one person after another come in and talk about how awesome their Magic the Gathering deck is so many times, or what their character did so many times before it's like, I need some whiskey.
Right.
I mean, it's different. It's different with us, and we do this, and we talk what we talk about. And that's one of the reasons I really like doing the Talkin Drek, because there's not a specific set topic. And it's just like being at the game store. You go in and you just start bullshitting about whatever, the topic is. And it's fun. But like I said, yeah, there were times where customers would come in and all they want to talk about is Rogue and what they did, what their character did in last night's adventure. And I'm like, I know, dude, I was there. You don't have to recap it. So, there are elements to it that I just don't miss.
Right.
And if I had my way, I would reopen a game store, but it wouldn't be open to anybody. It would just be for me and for my core group of friends that I wanted in there. And it would mostly be used as backdrop for videos.
I mean, I don't know how far out into the woods you are.
You're pretty damn far out.
I mean, like to the point that people, well, okay, right, but to the point that people don't come visit you?
Well, I mean, there's nobody in my area that I'm friends with, that would come visit. I mean, our gaming table doesn't take place at my house. It's off, it's at a different location, and
got it. You go into town to game, not the other way around.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, because depending on how far it is, I just build the shop, and
I know.
And depending on how much land you have, I mean, little 20 by 40 building.
Well, I mean, this honestly, and we've talked about this before, maybe not here, but this is my dream.
Right. Oh yeah, no, we've talked about that here before.
Yeah. I mean, that's my dream. That's what I'd really like to do is open up something like this. That's, you've got this entrance here. You've got over here. What does it say? Magical wands, charms, potions, and items pointing over here. You've got the tavern, the coffee bar, and the stage that points over to this direction. I mean, I don't know, man. And then way out here is where all of the hotel sleeping area is. For my guests. That's what I would want. That's my dream. And the rest of it is just my freedom to run around and record videos. How can I become Mr. Beast in the gaming world? I want that kind of money. And then I can fly Seraphis out here, and I can fly you out here. And can you imagine the three of us sitting down doing a Talking Drek, like all in one room? Have you ever seen that 70s show?
Yes.
Yeah.
The cam, how it rotates to each person, something like that. That would be fun.
I am not going to lie. It was probably about 20 years after the show went off the air that I realized that they were smoking weed in the basement.
Yeah.
Just going to throw that one out there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that was every time the camera shifted, that was the person that was just taking the toke, passing it to,
again, that clearly I have so much experience in that area.
What was hilarious was the one night the one episode where Red, the mom, and their two friends were down in the basement, and they were doing the same thing. And she was just laughing her ass off. And I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch some of those. Those were fun episodes. Fun show.
So thanks to Hyde's actor, you can't get the fucking show anywhere.
Really?
Yep. He was very naughty.
No,
Yeah,
I know, but that wasn't my point. I was
It even got taken off Internet Archive.
it's on Peacock.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
But it's only available in the United States.
Peacock is CBS, isn't it?
You can watch it on Stan. I don't know what Stan is.
I'm not watching it on Stan.
I'm just saying it's there. Have I not told you about justwatch.com?
I don't know what that is.
It's a website, justwatch.com.
Well, I would assume, yeah.
And you just type in whatever show that you want to watch, and like based on wherever you're at, it'll be like, oh, it's available on this, and this streaming services. You can buy it here, you can stream it here, you can rent it over here. It's very handy.
It's very handsy.
Yes, also that. Oh,
of course, there are some, full episodes on YouTube. Actually, a lot of them.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, if you search up that 70s show full episodes. Oh, well, no, maybe just one. I see the pilot on there. That's it. Yeah, anyway, yeah. So dude was stupid, and so now.
Oh, I know about what he said. I'm just like, I was kind of shocked when Seraph was like, oh, well, you can't watch it anywhere because of his shenanigans.
Yeah.
And that's why I went to Just Watch, and it's like, oh, this is how you watch it.
That's what had happened when I discovered it got taken off Internet Archive in the middle of me and Grim doing a watch through of it. All of a sudden, like the entire thing had just disappeared. And when I looked up what happened, this was like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, when I looked up what happened to it, yeah, it was saying about Hyde's actor was a very bad person.
Yeah. So what's the problem with Stan?
Yeah. So in Australia, your box, quote unquote, cable services tend to be overpriced.
Same as here.
Foxtel is the big one, and if you couldn't tell by the name, you can probably figure out who owns that. That one used to be $100 for quote unquote the full package, except for sports channels.
$5 a month isn't bad.
100.
No one appreciates my jokes.
No. I will turn you off again.
If it happens, it happens.
But yeah, like, and Stan is basically no different. They tried to compete by just being slightly cheaper than Foxtel. And, you know, now Netflix and all that has come about, which are like a quarter of the price, which, and that's monthly talking, by the way. So $100 a month. Fucking. But yeah.
God, I just assumed it was like a Tubi or something.
What's that?
It's
Tubi is it's kind of the same thing. It's just an app that you can download and watch.
It's a free
stuff.
streaming service, so they just throw in commercials.
Yeah.
Which I'm not necessarily opposed to, because let's be honest, I mean, you're paying for Amazon and they're throwing in commercials, so
yeah. So I see here that, and I guess I knew that this was happening, but I didn't know if it's already out. There is it looks like on their wikis for Stan that they were developing. Hold on, let me I don't want to misquote it. They were damn it, where did it go? There. It says on February 16th, 2015, Stan announced it was developing 2 original series. One was titled Enemies of the State, which is a political drama. I don't care about that. The other was a Wolf Creek series. Now, I saw the first movie, Wolf Creek, and the second one. Have you seen those series? Is it stupid? Is it decent?
I don't know what Wolf Creek is.
Oh, it's
a highly dramatized version of Ivan Milat's Killing Spree.
Yeah.
Sure.
He likes hitchhikers, let's put it that way, and backpackers. Ooh, the backpackers.
Yeah, basically it's about a guy in the outback that kidnaps people, tortures them, kills them.
Got it. So a show that's right up my alley.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess it would be, if anything, I venture to guess, and Serapis, correct me if I'm wrong, it's kind of the Australian events based on true event, like our own Texas Chainsaw Massacre would be here in the United States.
Got it. So really something that's right up my alley. I'm a wuss.
Yeah.
My kid, like, I don't know if you heard about there was like Netflix did this thing yesterday. Some dude was climbing Taipei 101.
Yeah, I
Like,
heard about that. Yeah.
yeah, they were watching it, and
Did
I
it get
didn't.
canceled due to weather?
No, it did not. It went through, and the
Okay.
guy did it. But like I watched it like while we were kind of eating dinner, and it was on, and I could see it from the table. But I will admit that I did not watch the whole thing, not just because there wasn't enough room on the couch for me. Yeah.
I was wondering why there were so few people watching me and Ed talk last night. I was trumped by a damn tower.
I see what you did there.
Oh,
Okay, maybe you didn't do that, but you know, it's still funny.
yeah.
Yeah, but like I will admit that kind of stuff, I'm like,
I just don't care.
well, but it's like, okay, good job, dude. You know.
No, I mean, it's like, listen, I grew up in the era of Evil Knievel. You know, I big grand stunts. I got over that when I was 9 years old. I just don't care anymore.
Well,
You
but
want
also
a
it's
tightrope
like,
across the Grand Canyon? Who cares? You know,
but
you
also it's
want
like you're married and you've got 2 kids under the age of 5. Really?
you know,
I mean, is it that important to free climb a building and possibly die?
well, I mean, depends on how much insurance he has on himself, and
I
that there's a rider that would actually pay out in a worst case scenario.
I I, I still I, I nope.
Okay, I'm going to take this die. Okay, I'm going to take a $1 billion life insurance policy that I'll roll a 20 on it. If I don't roll a 20, 1 through 19, I don't make it. But if I roll a 20, I make it. And I
No,
make millions. I make millions. But if I don't roll that 20, that $1 billion life policy goes to my family. You know what? Yeah, I'd do it. Of course, I'm cheating because there's nothing but 20s on this. So,
I yeah. Like I like I mean, I guess there's no drama if there's safety equipment, but you know,
well, it's not so much that as I don't know. I think it's almost human nature that people like tragedy. We turn away from it, then kind of look back through, you know, oh, wow, yeah, oh, I mean, that just happens, and I think that's what it's all about. I mean, I think that's what that was. I don't care for it one way or the other. Incredibly, to me, it's like watching somebody play golf. I just don't care. I just don't care. It's not interesting. Now I'll watch a boxing fight. I like to watch boxing, and I did tune in to watch what's his face and what's his face fight.
oh yeah, the what's its face fight.
Yeah, those two guys.
Yeah. Wouldn't miss that for
Um,
the world.
no, Jake was
Sorry.
it Jake Paul?
Oh,
John Paul?
okay. I'm
What's his
just being a
name?
dork, Brian. Yeah, I think it was
Charles
Jake
Paul?
Paul.
Jake
I think
Paul? Yeah,
yeah.
the guy that used to be a YouTuber and decided he got so full of himself he became a professional boxer and tried to fight Mike Tyson and won,
Got
but it
wrecked.
later came out that he paid Mike Tyson off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it. I mean, it was a fun fight.
Yeah. Significantly lower chance of dying, though.
I don't know. Dude got his jaw broke in 2 places. I mean, that's not death, but it's I don't know. I don't know. That just doesn't sound like a pleasant time for me to me.
Oh, I don't disagree. I don't want to get punched in the face, but
Yeah,
You
neither.
need to give everyone so many reasons too.
That's fair. That's fair.
Speaking along this line of conversation, have you guys heard that Amazon wants to do a reality TV series based on the Fallout universe, where they stick you in a vault?
Yeah,
Competition live
I
show.
have. I don't know any details about it, but
Apparently, auditions are already going on. The funniest thing I've seen so far is recurring comments of, do people know that there's like 6 games and 2 seasons of a TV show as to why this is a bad idea for them?
yeah, so they greenlit where contestants live in a vault for a huge cash prize.
Yeah.
Because that won't go wrong.
I mean, they do know, like in Fallout, like eliminating people is the. I mean, that's the norm, right? And when I say eliminating people, I don't mean like voting them off the island or out of the vault, so to speak.
You get to try the mystery concoction. Okay, glug.
No, what do you mean that was antifreeze? It was
do-
pink.
You do realize that the vault's an experiment, right?
Oh, what? You think you're 1 in a million?
I haven't seen
lucky
season
to-
2 of it yet either.
I'm waiting for it to finish so that I can
Just watch it. Yeah.
go watch it.
Yeah. I liked the first season. I thought it was pretty good.
I did too.
But I'm with you there. I'd rather just watch the whole thing from start to finish.
Yes.
Yeah, I did hear that Walter Goggins may never walk again, though. From the back injury from having to carry the entire Fallout series on his shoulders.
No, the entire Fallout franchise.
I just saw the meme and thought it was funny.
Oh yeah, so did I. I pissed myself laughing.
My wife was watching White Lotus. I didn't realize that he was in season 3 of it, so I got kind of a little. I like the guy. I think he's good. He's entertaining to watch, and he knows what he's doing. But yeah, I kind of caught myself stopping several times during season 3 of that to just check out what was going on.
I think I might have watched episode 1 of the show, but I'll be honest, I never really played the games either.
To be fair, I never really played them until like 2015.
To be honest, I disappoint everyone. So,
Although I at least knew of them and knew the storylines and stuff because my cousin played all of them previously until I got into New Vegas. So, but I never got into them because he was bad at it, especially Fallout 2. And so all I'd ever hear watching him play is just lines of fuck, the fucking fuck. And so it was just like, I don't think I could play this game. I already have a short fuse.
You?
How many controllers have you gone through? Yes.
Yeah.
So there's like a meter by 30 centimeter by 30 centimeter box that's got my PlayStation 2 stuff in it and Xbox 360 stuff in it. And there is a proverbial graveyard that takes up the majority of that box of broken controllers.
I was never a problem with that. My oldest was never a problem with that. My youngest was never a problem with that. My middle child was absolutely a problem with it.
Yeah.
But yes, I did kind of keep all my destroyed controllers because I consider them
Trophies.
yes. There was a plan at one point to try and salvage or to use them as salvage to make one controller workable again. But,
Make 2 working controllers from the 10 that don't.
10.
I'm making up numbers.
But yeah, like I after a while I just abandoned that plan. But especially when like so many of the circuit boards inside the damn controllers were like cracked in various different ways. It's just like I had a temper, didn't I?
Had? That implies past tense.
Okay, I've still got a temper, but it's not that bad anymore.
I'm still funny.
Hey, the kids are alive rather than thrown through the wall, okay?
That's very true. It's very true. Clearly it was a good dad day.
I think every day has been a good dad day since I've never done that to them.
I mean, it's the little wins.
Now, responsible controller, man, never going to happen. Those controllers can fucking die. Oh, man. Yeah, I reckon I've probably spent somewhere in the order of like $600-700 in controllers all up.
Oof.
Yeah. As I said, there's a lot of deck controllers. From PS2, 360. Yeah. I think those are the main 2 consoles I had. Yeah.
Fun fact, at my age, the first console I ever owned was an Xbox.
I had the original Nintendo. I got it when it came out. I had actually before that I had a ColecoVision. I had the Atari 2600.
My grandma was going to buy me the original Nintendo for Christmas one year. But
And then
she made
summon Satan on it.
She made the mistake of asking my parents first. Because like for my older brothers, one time she had bought them something. I want to say she said it was like a yard sprinkler for the kids to play in. And my parents were just so upset over it that she's like, "Well, I don't buy presents without checking with them first anymore." I'm like, "Thanks, Mom."
Yeah, everybody around me got a Nintendo. I got a yard sprinkler.
Yeah. Oh, my brothers are like 7 years older than me, so this would have been like in the 70s. But
yeah, I think that's what, to me, that's what convinces me that I was always meant to be a gamer. Because, okay, so the ColecoVision and the Atari 2600, those weren't for me. Those are my grandfather's. So it's like, I mean, this is a guy that flew in World War II. He flew the hump in World War II. So I mean, he was Air Force, you know.
What's the hump?
The hump, it was the stretch between that went over India that flew supplies back and forth.
Oh,
And
okay.
it was just called the hump. because the mountain range and they had to fly over.
Sure. I've just never heard that, so I was like, "What?"
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, he was the gamer. I mean, he was the OG gamer there. That I guess I kind of learned how to play games from.
That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
Well, and that is one of the things that always kind of like annoys me when especially being the evil right winger in the group, listening to some conservatives and they're like, oh, people need to grow up and they need to blah 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 blah, and I'm just like, but who makes all of these things? A toy is not created by a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
It's some 40-year-old who learned sculpting and drawing, or has learned to create worlds and all of this stuff, and it's like, you need to get off your high horse.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I realize I'm gonna have 3 deep dives going at once starting this week.
What topics?
BattleTech Gothic.
Oh, good one. Yeah.
Alternity Game Master's Guide.
And
I didn't write that.
I'm too literal sometimes. I almost responded quote unquote inappropriately. Not like inappropriately, but like I would have made comments that showed I was an idiot.
Hey, I prove I'm an idiot every day. So just saying.
And I'm an idiot by doing this every week.
I do this every week, and my subscriber count goes down.
It does. It's great. So what's the third thing?
The third one is, because I haven't heard back from Palladium about the digital copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And so I'm shifting the schedule around, and Kim and I are going to do Batman. So, which at the end of the day is D20, but
yeah,
that's fine. I think I actually think they've made some interesting twists to it to make it feel Batman. So, and the fact that they put in 3 different power levels. So you can run the game as just like cops and detectives. You can do, and I forget how they label them. You'll see when we do the deep dives.
Don't they also have like it's not, you're not Batman, but like a Batman wannabe?
Well, right. So that's the power level. So it's basic power level,
yeah.
where you're cops and detectives. Then it's Batman power level, where you're just a really, really trained human. You're Batman or Nightwing or Robin.
Right.
And then you're metahuman.
Right. Yeah. And then they actually include the metahuman levels. So if you want to play Superman or but actually a lot of the Batman villains go into that superhuman level as well. So like Clayface and Ra's al Ghul and
Mr. Freeze is kind of in that category too, when you think about it.
I don't know, and I'm not sure if I have that in the book that's in front of me. I don't think so.
Okay, well, it's funny that both like Captain Frost and Oh, I literally just had her name. What's the female freezy chick called?
Wow. Killer Frost?
Killer Frost. That's it. Yeah, and Killer Frost are both metahumans.
Oh, the ways is what they're... Ways are kind of like talents. And I think it's like ways of wonder is the metahuman stuff. But yeah, common ways and the ways of shadows. That's what it is. So common ways are detectives, ways of shadows are Batman. 72. Okay, I'm not going to have a good answer for you. Just trying to find it in 2 seconds.
That's fine. We don't need to.
Anyways, so yeah, so Kim's making a comeback before Seraphis. Ha ha ha. Oh, what?
Yeah, how many times have you asked me?
Kim's
things
gonna
and I've
what
turned you
before
down?
Seraphis?
Come back before Seraphis.
Oh,
Yeah,
I missed
nice.
that second part of it.
Yeah. Nice try there.
No, I've already come tonight. It's okay.
Whoa.
Where are we going?
No place you want to go.
Where we're going, we don't need roads. But we may need bed sheets. Yeah, can you tell it's after midnight here?
I mean, it's not like you have kids to take care of in the morning.
Yeah, and I've got a 7 a.m. start and all that stuff. And I've already had like 2 sleeps today. My God, I'm tired. But the kids start school on Tuesday, so yay.
Yay.
It's public holiday today, which is why they don't start today.
That's okay. When my kids were in school, like anytime there was a holiday for whatever, like you'd be like, oh, okay, so they get 2 weeks off for Christmas. And then it's like, oh, 2 weeks is done. Monday they're going to start school. No. They're coming back Tuesday. Monday's an in school or an in-service day for the teachers. Okay, so just say that it goes a little longer. It's fine. But...
Yeah. Their school does pupil-free days.
Actually, with school starting on Tuesday, isn't this the first year that it's like both kids are in school all week?
Yes.
What are you going to do with yourself?
I was going to say, well, what are you going to do?
Catch up on a lot of sleep first.
He's going to sit on the couch and eat bonbons.
Hey, I still tuned in because I'm still waiting to see the continuation from... I've only got three episodes of shorts right now. I'm still waiting to see the continue. Yeah.
Yeah. I need to get back to that. It's just a little difficult right now because, yes, you want to show everyone my embarrassing face.
Yeah, these right here, these. Yeah. Well, that's fine. Well, yeah. I'm still waiting to see the next one, next installment there.
Yeah. It's just a little hard to put that gear on right now because
so hot.
Yes.
Hey,
That jacket
Space
doesn't
pirates
do-
can wear Speedos, can't they?
Not that we want them to, but they can.
Hey, the only reason why I'm wearing pants right now is because, you know, there's potentially kids could get up.
Hey, listen, I'm the same way.
But yeah, I think I'm going to spend like the first week catching up on the last like 6 weeks of sleep that I've missed, and then I'll get back to doing stuff on my channel, because like the TOV Monster Vault came out, the Monster Vault 2 came out, the Player's Guide 2 has come out.
For what?
Tales of the Valiant.
Oh,
Cobalt Press's version.
right. But I didn't. All I heard was like 2FE, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh yeah, sorry, TOV. Yeah. But yeah, there's the new stuff from Cypher that's coming. I think I want to do a random video on just my love of Armored Core, kind of like what I did with Homeworld. Yeah, there's a lot I'm probably going to get into once I actually have a chance to and things aren't chaotic. Yeah. And hopefully Clipchamp works, because I did not spend any time whatsoever getting to learn DaVinci.
Yeah.
I really, really want a shampoo to have like a really strong deal for Cyberlink Power Director. I'd really like to use that, but they never have one when it's like under $100, and I don't want to pay more than $100 for it.
Keep your eyes open on Humble Bundle.
I do.
Oh yeah. They just recently, I think they actually currently have up their Corel, a Corel suite, Corel Draw and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I mean is insanely powerful.
Yeah, I've got a few Corel stuff already, but some of the art ones and like tool image editing tools and stuff aren't they're not as smooth as I would like. Ironically, the built-in stuff on Windows 11 for Microsoft is actually smoother than their stuff is at times.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Which is really annoying, I have to say. Bundles.
Apparently, if you add a video to a playlist more than once, it will add it more than once.
All right.
Humble Bundle apparently has like at the moment adulting for dummies.
Yeah.
All right.
And they do have that Cthulhu going right now too.
Yeah. They don't have the Terra Australis like I really wanted in that bundle, which is very upsetting. Oh,
Wait, they don't have what in what bundle?
Terra Australis,
In what bundle?
the
The
Call of
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
I already got that bundle. Is it super expensive to get on its own?
I mean, it's free if you can get the physical book with it on their website, which is nice. And they have a local distributor, so in
Oh,
Australia,
so you don't have to pay out. You don't have to pay international shipping either.
No, that's good. But yeah, how do I put this? If there's not a bundle where I can get a fixed location to download it for future references, I'm not going to get it because I already have a copy. Look, I'm doing the best I can, okay? Shit gets fucking expensive.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, fucking... I think I've brought this up before, but, like, the dude who does Grim Hollow for 5e, right? The dark fantasy versions of 5e stuff. He's Australian, but his books here are like $120.
Oh, jeez.
And it's like...
Does he not have like a local printer distributor in Australia?
I don't know, but that's what I've seen in a physical store here.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so... And when looking online for like a digital version, it's barely fucking better. It's like $80 to $90 for the PDF. It's like... You East Coast cunts really don't like...
Yeah.
rest of
That's
those
something
two.
I wholeheartedly disagree with. It makes no sense to me why a PDF is going to carry, almost practically the same price as a fucking hardback.
Yeah. And this is just one of the fucking things that, like, we have to commonly deal with, which is why, like, when I can, I try to, like, get the versions of, like, BackerKit stuff, because...
Yeah, I get it. Makes sense.
Financially, it's going to be a big hit, but in the long run, it's going to be fucking hundreds of dollars cheaper.
Yeah.
That being said, unfortunately, Cobalt Press, their latest one, goddamn, I wasn't going to back it, and then I discovered that they've got a tarot deck and not a Ouija board as part of the Kickstarter rewards, and I'm like, I really want a tarot deck and Ouija board that's dark D&D themed.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, look how much I'm not summoning demons with my demonic tarot deck and Ouija board, folks. Oh, and unlike Ed Greenwood, here are my black candles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, that was fucking... That story of his with the priest. My god.
Well, he's got some, and he and I kind of chatted a little bit after the stream ended too, and I mentioned to him, I said, that's the kind of stuff that I kind of want to hear a little bit more about. I said maybe we could call it the next stream like Elminster After Dark.
Elminster After Dark.
Yeah, not necessarily
Streamed
stuff,
live on OnlyFans.
Perfect reason to do an OnlyFans. There we go.
Yeah.
And he can do the full Elminster.
Yeah.
A robe and underneath, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
Under this robe,
boy.
I'm practically naked. How naked? Naked.
Yeah.
Do you not understand the definition of that word?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got plans. I just need to have some sleep to function
I get
first.
that.
Yeah.
Been a long time coming. It's tough, man. It's tough being in the on position for years on end. I mean, even then, you're never going to be fully in an off position either. I mean, even when they're grown and moved out of the house.
Mm. Somewhat related, the after stream from last week brought up a interesting conversation from Sax, was that you guys know nothing about me.
No, I brought that up.
Oh, it was you that brought it. I found that hilarious. I just wanted to point out.
No, I know things about you. I don't know everything. I know what you have volunteered, or that you've been willing to answer when I ask.
So is there any burning question you'd like me to answer before I end the stream?
How
Why
much
are you-
military action have you seen?
Classified.
Classified.
That was exactly the answer I was hoping for.
Duh.
I don't have anything good to ask. So at least not that needs to be, put out, on the interwebs.
7.5 inches.
7.
Hey, I'm a grower, not a shower. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Ah, crap.
What are we waiting for?
No. It's just something else. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
But I'm completely worried about it now.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'll explain it offline.
All right. Well, we will end it there because I'm sure we're going to chat for a little bit afterwards, and it's already getting close to 12:30. So, yeah, this has been Talkin Drek. Hope you've enjoyed the shit that we've thrown. Go back to the beginning to hear some behind the scenes stuff of this guy getting to talk to Ed Greenwood. And yeah, thanks for joining in or listen. Not really joining in, but listening or popping in or, generally fart-arsing around. Australians, we've got lots of fun sayings, just saying.